that regulates, let's say, the landing sites, regulates the processing places, supported by an accredited testing laboratory.
Which is also government.
Which is, can be government or can be private.
Be private, okay. Yes.
Now, you need both these.
Yes.
Now, I'm happy to say that we had discussion with the European Union yesterday, and in their next plan, they are looking at these natural resources.
Yes. Okay.
So, to me, you need the competent authority set up.
Okay.
You need the fisheries testing lab here.
Okay.
One in Sihanoukville.
Okay.
One maybe in Siem Reap.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah. So those are the centers that you have.
Or Kampong Thom.
Cambodia. Now this is how the change of game. This
Recipe
is the
for food safety.
Food safety. The U.S.
Yes.
Obama administration signed a new food safety law just 3 months ago. Now anything that enters the U.S. now has to be inspected also.
Wow.
So they are creating.
That's new, huh?
That's new.
That's new.
They are creating 600 inspections per year. So they already started operating in Shanghai and so on. So even the EU, the
you
US
mean expecting upstream?
Upstream. So that's the opportunity and the challenge both.
I see.
That's it. So we have done this kind of activities in the rest of the world.
Okay.
So we are definitely willing to partner here, Cambodia, and I'm sure a number of donors are already talking to us. There's an interesting study by Danida already on the fisheries sector and the natural resources. And the EU really want to work in this area. So I think we can put this together.
That's a new source of growth. Lalith, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our show, but your last word.
Last word is that you have tremendous country here. And I say to my friends or even colleagues here, if I ever want to live in one place for not long, but as a holiday for 2-3 months, it's here. You have fantastic people with the natural smile and the friendliness. So this is one for the people and the leadership and the talent you have. And I see this as a future newly industrialized country. And donors are willing to work.
Yes.
Of course, the government also need to adopt certain new policies on how to change reality and so on. So we have worked very well in all these years with the ministries of MIMI, the commerce and so on, agriculture and so on. So I think there's a lot of potential for the country, and I would love to be part of that development.
Well, thank you, Lalith, my friend. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can appreciate the complexity of this topic, which is not for everybody, but still, one message I can retain from the frank dialogue with Lalith is that, you know, Cambodia have tremendous natural resource, you know, that can be exploited, but without the right, you know, lab, without the right standard, without the right equipment, without the right policy, we will be wasting these resources. And the last point that Lalith was mentioning, that we happen to have the great freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. The potential is enormous. But how can we work with donor partner, whether UNIDO, the EU as a financier, for example, so that we can develop in place this system. And this, to me, is a source of growth that this royal government will have to capture, the private sector have to be engaged, and hopefully we can secure a new source of growth to complement other sectors. Because I must say that the world is a globalized world, you know. The example of the case in Germany now of this food safety is a harsh reality that even between European countries, Germany and Spain, you know, this morning the show was that they show all this picture that they dumping all this fruit and everything, 200 million are down the drain in 1 week. So to me, the option, the policy option is not to lower the standard. It's to work hard to raise the standard. Maybe not to export to the EU, but if the standard is high, we can, you know, do better even in the region. So on that note, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say on behalf of the station and the audience, thank you, Lalith, and it's a pleasure to have you. And we will see each other next week for another interesting theme with regard to developing this country. Good night.